Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Wellness Day, a podcast coming to you every Wednesday here from the Jahangir Wellness Center. My name is Kavas Jahangir, and here from the JWC studio, I've got a very, very unique episode today. Today, I've got a one of a kind episode, which is actually not one of a kind, it is two of a kind. And that's for many reasons actually. The first reason is that today for the first time, we've got someone who's coming back onto the show for the first time. This is from someone from episode 5. His name is Ashwin Kohli or Mr. Win Kohli. And another reason why this is a unique episode and not just one of a kind, he's not just come alone, he's come with company. He's come with Ish Kohli. So that's two of a kind.
Okay.
Gentlemen,
Thank you.
thank you for being here today.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, as everyone can see, you guys are related.
Related or elated?
So good to have you on the show. I think the last time we had a great time. Lots of people really, even up to today, keep telling me that they had so much fun with this episode. Can you please have him back? I was like, yeah, I'll have him back, but I'll come back with double trouble. So great to have you guys here.
Yeah.
First question, which one is Ashwin and which one is Ashish? Which one is Win
And
which one is Ish?
Okay. So this is Ish.
Okay, so you're Ish.
He's the elder one.
Is it
That's why I give
by how much?
by 3 seconds.
By 3
It
seconds.
was a cesarean, so the doctor was very so.
Okay, so
There is another take to that.
and Win.
In the Maya world, yes, I am elder, but because he was the first egg, so he was conceived first. So he's elder in the spiritual world.
Okay.
So I came out first because it was cesarean. If it was the normal delivery, I would be.
So we've got meta already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
So then I wanted to make these tags so that every time I look at you all, I know who I'm talking to. So that is for Ish,
Thank you.
and this one is for Win.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Cheers for the camera.
So there. So I've got Ish, and I've got Win. Awesome. So once again, I'm so happy you guys are here. It's been amazing to have you here. Thank you again coming from all the way from Bombay. So it means a lot for you to be here.
Same.
So second question then after now I identified who is who.
Yeah.
So I asked this question to you 1 year ago when we had this episode, Win, and I'll ask it to you again. What does wellness mean to you?
So the answer will be similar. For me, health or wellness is both body and mind. So as you have it already on record, I'll ask Ish to give his point of view.
Yeah, absolutely. That's you.
What I believe is we are here for action. So action is karma. And the 3 kinds of karma which we are faced with, all of us are universally faced with, is, I'll start from the last,
Okay.
which is your job or financial karma.
Right.
And you have the relationship karma. But number 1 is health karma. Why? Is because if you fall ill, you think about getting well. And that's the only thing. on your
Absolutely.
mind. But if your finances go down or if your relationship, you yet have something else to think about. So wellness means that to me.
Okay.
Most important. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well said. Thank you. Cheers.
Well, I mean, you guys have
Wellness said.
wellness said. That's good. You steal all my jokes at this point.
Cheers.
But you guys are fit looking guys.
Yeah.
What keeps you fit? What is it that ticks your box every day in terms of what you like to do for your wellness? Basically, you've been doing this for a long time. I've known you since I was a kid. And ever since I've known you all, I've always known you all as the fit guys. So what is it, the early habits that you have started then that have held you in good stead today?
Oh, it's, I think the basic feeling is I want to have fun. And the only way we used to have fun was through sport.
Yeah.
So sport, and when you're playing a sport, the body talks to you. So it's keeping you updated. This is what you need to do now. And don't wait for the body to scream. When it's whispering, listen to it and go for it. So that's how it goes there.
How did it start for you all? What do you all do?
Actually, our father was um, with the HMV. I was the president there.
Okay.
And every new released LP would first come to our house. So
How fun.
music was always there for us. So music was actually the first thing that,
How cool.
and then sport, as Ish said,
Mm-hmm.
sport.
What kind of sports did you get into when you first started out?
Oh,
A lot of double stuff?
We used to create sport. For example, if we had to uh, the table tennis rackets without the rubber, and we had a plastic ball, and we had a big bed in between.
Yeah.
So one guy is in the other side of the bed, I'm on this side, and we used to hit the ball across. And now it's pickleball.
Yeah.
Can you read? It's the same thing. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. We manifested it 50 years back.
You guys are ahead of the game.
with with the game. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're going to be talking a lot about pickleball in a little bit later as well. And maybe we'll have a special guest who can enlighten us. I believe he's
I
the.
thought you'd say maybe we'll play a game of pickleball and have you on.
Yeah. Actually, after this episode, I'm actually going to go play with Dad for a couple of games. So that'll be fun. But before we do that, there might be a special guest that can talk to us about pickleball and stuff like that. I believe he's the king of the court. So let's see. Maybe he'll join us a little bit later.
So you're timing it perfect. You get the tickle from win, and then you go play picker. Oh, sexy. That's the classic one. Because it just fits in. No, it's just happening. But I can see him smiling all the time. So it's good. But with our jokes, don't take out the sickle. Huh?
I know. But yeah, so I mean, we talked about pickleball, we talked about sickleball, and what I have to say is that I love the fact that you guys are wearing black tees. It's my favorite look. You guys are looking great. The guns are looking good.
Yes, man.
I'm feeling a little bit left out because I'm being forced to wear formal looking shirts for these for these episodes, but I'm going to ditch that now. I'm going to join you guys as well.
All right,
So,
we're going to get Salman Khan in the house. JWC.
don't know about that, but
It's clear now. Yeah. No, we know that you fond of the gym, so I'm quite certain.
I don't know about that, but let's see. But anyway, coming back to you while I take the shirt off.
Yeah.
You guys have, I mentioned this too, again, Win in our last time that we were talking, is that you guys have genuinely have been a big inspiration to me throughout my life. And there's a particular memory that I always come back to.
Yeah.
Is that I remember I was in college at some point and we hadn't seen each other for years and years and years. It was a big gap of maybe like 10 years or something that we hadn't seen each other. And then we saw each other after a really long time and you guys came over and stuff like that. And we were just chatting and you were like, oh, Cow, you're looking great and this and that, but you're looking a little skinny. You need to put on some weight, put on a little bit of muscle and stuff like that. And I remember that after that, I hadn't thought about that for such a long time, but it always stuck in my head. And then one fine day, I was like, yeah, these guys are right, man. I got to do something about this. And since then, I've been, just enjoying myself. But if anyone always attributes or asks me, what got you started into thinking about wellness and fitness, my earliest memory of that, if I had to pinpoint, is you guys. So I just thought that's
Wow.
which is why I had to join you in the black tea train tonight.
Thank you. But what you did was you reaffirmed our promise to keep healthy because when you say something to someone and he listens, he feels yes, you said the truth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cheers, man.
So what is it that you guys do today, to keep yourself healthy and wealthy?
So you want to go first? Wealthy is the paycheck you're going to get for the podcast. Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry, we'll get you something.
Don't laugh it off. Let's be sincere. Come on. Okay, so yeah, jokes apart, for health again. I think Ish has mentioned to you that music and sport, they play a big role in our lives and
mind, body, and soul.
Absolutely. And I feel that yes, yeah. So music and sport are two pathways to the divine, and very simple. One is listening and one is moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, the music does both because you can dance as well.
Yeah.
That is an exercise.
Right.
So we love music, and there are two activities which pump the adrenaline.
Okay.
And that's a hormone secreted from the adrenal glands, which increases what? One, your blood circulation, your breathing, your carbohydrate metabolism,
Yeah.
and most important for sport, it prepares the muscles for exertion.
Right.
So come on, we're getting so much out of these two activities. Let's do it, and that's how. And once you get into that, roll,
Cycle.
rock and roll,
Yeah.
yeah. So rock and roll, that's awesome.
What's your favorite sport right now?
Oh, four of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's one.
Okay.
No, I like the first answer, four of them, because so it's table tennis.
Yeah. I know you guys are.
Very good, and
Who's better?
then we have tennis. His answer, who's better? Who's better? Yeah. So you know, I'll really we avoid preparing ourselves for anything, but I told Ish last night. I said I'm quite certain. Yeah. Mr. Jhangi is going to ask us who's better. So yeah. So I said,
Please don't call me Mr. Jaggi.
okay, Kawi.
Yeah.
Kawi said that who's gonna. I said Kawi, but I said maybe on mic I should say that. But I said Kawi. I said Kawi said, who will ask this question? Who's gonna be better? I said this. I said for me the answer is every dog has his day. And then I said one serves, the other holds the tray. So but it makes sense. Yeah, because the tat is one serves and the other, and when you're serving, either you hold the serve or you are left handling the tray. So it keeps changing. So it's interchanging. So it's whenever anyone wins, if someone asks us, so who won? His reply I've always heard is the game has won. On the spot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's what is what. Not that he loses because of that, but that's the reply. Yeah, no. I'm not saying that. I'm just making it clear. So you can go on. See what you want. Yeah. So this is what that the feeling is. The blessing is that you've got a sport.
Yeah.
And you have a partner to play. I believe a sport is a win-win, from whether irrespective of winning or losing. How that happens is.
It's an Ishwin, but yeah.
Winish feeling. It's a winish feeling.
Winish, yeah, that's
Wow, that's a good one. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. You pushed me. I pushed the button. Okay. Yeah. So the thing is, firstly, when you play a sport, you're gonna sweat it out.
Yeah.
So you got your health in order there, and then you're happy after the
Absolutely,
sport.
yeah.
So it's a win-win throughout.
Cool.
So what sport do you like?
Oh, right now, as I said, actually, I've been enjoying pickle, honestly. I've been enjoying paddle as well. I mean, I love the gym. I don't know if you consider that a sport or not.
It is.
But to me, it is a sport. So it is my favorite sport right now. But yeah, I wish I could do more cycling again, but our roads and stuff like that are not conducive for that right now. But hopefully we can get back to that one day. But I love cycling. It's a
great sport. I've experienced cycling with your dad.
Yeah, we've done that together so many times as well.
By the way, with your, was it with, when we went for the cycling on the, Vanderwally ceiling, we took part in the Godfrey cyclothon, and three of us went
On the, I remember he called me when I was in America at the time, and he said that I'm going over with the boys.
Yeah. And we actually, on the Vanderwally ceiling, there are no cycles allowed.
Yeah.
Because it just reopened, we were the first to actually traverse that path. Yeah, that was.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll come back to sports in a second. A little bit more serious question, perhaps.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know whether people have realized, but you guys look alike. Have you guys actually ever done, like tests and stuff like that to see whether your, performance levels are the same? Have you done blood tests and stuff like that to see how your numbers are the same or anything like that? Have you done any cool, interesting things with twins like that?
Are you specifically talking about the testosterone or?
That's up to you. You can answer however you like.
No, those tests have come through experience. It's not an effort we've made that it's happening. There are fields. What he's talking about, I think he's talking about the actual tests at lab. So it's a similarity, right? No, none of them.
Yeah, like you want stamina tests or strength tests and stuff like that. Have you done any of that kind of stuff to compare whether you guys are similar or not?
I come here and he does his tests in Bombay.
Right.
So that's why I come here. So that's how we.
Okay.
But I've told him to come here once together and then keep.
Yeah. I mean, wellness checks are something everyone should be doing pretty much at least once a year. So
Yeah.
that is
And in Pune at JWC.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But coming back to sport and music, we talk about wellness as being this one thing. If you had to go back and give advice to your younger selves, what would that be?
You know, that's one thing is that younger self, the child within, thrives on music and sport. When we are born, we are hearing lullabies. Uh, that makes us happy.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, what a question. Yeah, this is what I feel inside to keep that alive. Sport, and if they say music is food for the soul,
Yeah.
and sport is for the body. It keeps you up. So it's totally in sync with what I feel all the time, that you need to do both these activities to keep that younger self alive. Oh, so yes, you need to do that. I mean,
Stay young
stay
in your head.
stay with these two activities all the time.
Music and
Music
and
and
sport.
sport,
Yeah. But actually, yeah, we missed the other sports that you all talk about. You said four, so we got to table tennis.
Yeah.
Or the other.
So I'll say one now. So tennis, yeah, that is regular. In fact, tennis gets me. In fact, 2 weeks ago, I got a call that, listen, join. Can you join us at 6:45 a.m. at Willingdon? So I didn't know who they were. I mean, I knew the person who called, but I didn't know who the other two. We were playing a doubles, and I reached there at 6:45. I had an 84-year-old doctor
Wow.
who was playing. I had a 26-year-old real estate guy, and I had this person who called me. He's a consultant. So the 84-year-old guy got two winners, passing shots, and salah. And he's a doctor. He's a psychoanalyst.
Wow.
So
Okay.
he's got his mind in the right place, man.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So this is what sport does. It makes you meet people and surprises you, which is, it's a sport is all about surprise. You come, you don't know where the next ball is being hit.
Yeah.
So that's tennis. Next sport.
Yeah. Next one. Two more.
So see, actually, why we mentioned four, there are we almost do every sport you can think of.
Yeah, I know. I was going to ask you about that later.
Very, very lucky. Our parents, were in complete gratitude to our parents, to have put us in a school called St. Mary's in Bombay,
Okay.
which had. Can I list out the areas that they gave us?
Please.
Two full-size football grounds.
Wow.
Okay. One outdoor basketball court, one indoor basketball court, 3 indoor badminton courts, 7 table tennis tables for the seniors, 7
Wow.
table tennis
That's
tables
incredible.
juniors. Thanks, man. Did I mention volleyball?
No.
3 volleyball courts. Okay. A net practice for pitch for cricket, and they used to make on the football ground. We used to have a pitch laid out for cricket. So almost and a skating rink also. Besides all this, so how we were innovating during, we had season for every sport. So besides all these sports which were regular, we even played marbles, okay, in school. So all 800 students, all on the muddy ground,
Yeah.
they're playing marbles, okay, and it was a winner takes it all. There used to be a game called the triangle,
Yeah.
where each guy puts in two marbles, and then who knocks off how many marbles, they are his.
Right.
So and our pockets, when he used to go home, white trousers or shorts, used to have all pock marks of marks.
Right.
So the guy who won, it was the maximum. So there was marbles, there was and there was hitty kitty. There was,
Okay.
I don't know if you played that. Basically,
I remember that one.
one team lines up on their backs and the other guys jump.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
So so we played almost every sport. So the 4 sports why he mentioned is because I think he's getting us enrolled in a competition. It's a worldwide called Racket.
Oh, yeah. The rackethon type things. or something.
Yeah, so this is the Indian Racquetball Open.
Wow. Okay.
But we've got people from Russia all over. It's a world super event
Okay.
being held at Willingdon Club,
Right.
28, 29, 30th.
Okay.
It's racquetball is a sport with 4 disciplines.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the 4 disciplines are tennis, table tennis, badminton, and squash.
And you guys gonna?
We got and the good thing is they are and they have a doubles also. So we are rolling ourselves and the singles as separate.
Yeah, because the good thing of what you can do is that if one of you get injured, the other one can take part and no one will know.
That's you would believe it. We took part in a tournament, table tennis, district level table tennis tournament, and at CCI, okay. And I was playing my sport, and then Ish was my coach in the sense, he's giving me kind of inputs on what I need to change in my game, in the timeouts. And the referee, he came up and he said, "Hey, listen, how do we know you're not changing and he's coming on instead of you? Because you're wearing similar attire." So what you said was somewhere quite close.
How interesting. So you guys are going to be coming first, pretty much.
We this is the first time, and I met this gentleman who's the organizer on Marine Drive. I take our dog for a walk there, and he was walking his dog, and we just got talking, and that's how he told me. He said, "Listen, you guys are playing, so just go on." So
How cool.
this is all providence. It's not planned. It just happened.
Happens.
Yeah, it just happened.
Well, then I have one more question then for you guys. If you had to take part in the Twin Olympics, what would you guys enter as? What would the sport be?
It would be the over 80s table tennis tournament. Because then I'm a sure winner. That's it. Yeah. No. That's a great question. It's a crazy one. I would I took part in our daughter's school. They have the parents running.
Okay.
So they had a backward running race, and I came last in it. So, and I went and told the principal, I said, "See, I was running backwards and I've come last, so that means I'm first." So I'd love to come take part in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But table tennis is probably...
Yeah, I think table tennis is something we're very good at. So
Okay.
maybe that's. By the way, table tennis, just reading about it, it removes Alzheimer's from your.
Yeah. I mean, any kind of racket sport really gets the...
seconds you have to.
Oh, you mean because of table tennis being so much faster?
So
yeah.
by the way, we played an hour of table tennis before coming. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, luckily the society I live in, we had one table tennis new table, and that's after you went in, they saw his itching in his passion. Yeah, the first new we got, and now just 2 weeks back we got a brand new table again. So we got 2 tables.
Fun.
And
that's awesome. Well, that's the beauty of racket sports.
Yeah, absolutely.
And and especially now we're talking about paddle and pickleball. I mean, I don't know whether you guys have noticed, but there is a chair that's in between you all right now that has been empty throughout this entire episode.
Yep.
And as I said, this has been a special episode because we're going to do this over 2 parts because I can't get through 2 of you all over one.
Okay.
There might be a third one as well.
Oh, sure.
So, do you think we should have someone else join us and talk about...
I think the person you're speaking to has initiated him also.
He's initiated him. Well, it's someone who's... We're going to talk about pickleball. We're going to talk about wellness at all levels. But, I thought it would be interesting to have someone to guide us. He's the king of the court. He might be a chairman of various boards as well. But right now, he's the king of the court of pickleball. So I thought since we're talking about racquetballs and all these other interesting sports, I thought he'd be the man with the plan.
Fantastic. So you were wondering who's who. Now we're getting the who's who here.
Now the who's who. Why don't we ask someone to join and let's see what...
Wow, what a surprise, dude. Most lovely surprise, yeah. Really nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. It's been great fun. We've got a special guest that's going to be joining us next week. So thank you all for being here. Thank you guys. I hope you've had a great fun listening to this week's episode. As I said, this is a 2-week special. This is Christmas. Merry Christmas to you all. I've got a lovely little hat here to celebrate with you all. So Merry Christmas to you all. Hope you're having a lovely Christmas. And we will see you next week. But before you leave, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons here at the bottom. Thank you.